Hey, everybody, again out there in internet land. Gary here with you in the local country review. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, howdy, howdy. Distractions. Yes, let's talk about distractions. Oh, gosh. I guess there's two different ways to look at one. Am I letting distractions, get in the way of what I'm doing? Am I inventing them, or am I inventing them myself because I don't want to complete the goal or task that I'm trying to fulfill? So that comes down to, what's a distraction? Well, geez, I had about 5 distractions before I came out here. It seems like, oh, well, gosh, I got to go this. Well, I'm going to have to do that first. I got to get online and see what this message is about. Oh, somebody commented about something on Facebook. I've got to do that first. And then after a while, you start going, holy moly. All I wanted to do was just go to the lake and catch a fish. So there you have it. Was the task or the goal that important to me? I guess a person has to define that, within themselves. Oh, and there are distractions. Talk about creating them yourself. Just go and tell somebody what you're going to do. I bet you get half the people going, oh, yeah, right on. Perfect, blah, blah, blah. And then the other person, the other people are going, no, you can't do that. You can't, that's not going to work. That's not. So then you start listening to these people. And boy, there she goes. That little thing that you thought was so great isn't so great after all. Yeah. So I don't know. I find it funny. But yes, there are those people out there, especially your bigger goals or your bigger, things that you want to do. You want to move, or you want to buy this certain thing, or you're looking at that house to buy, or something like that. Oh yes, they will come around and tell you, oh, that's not a good idea. Oh, and most of the time it's because it's a threat to their life. Knowing that you may advance yourself, and that nobody ever likes to hear how you're going to be doing better than them. That's what I've found out. But oh boy, yes, distractions, they are out there. You ever think anybody would try to kill your dreams? Oh yes. So I don't know, I always got to be careful about who I tell what to. Even some of your closest friends or family, look at you like you're crazy. But you got to get over that, and you got to get past that. Well, then I usually end up telling myself, well, what the hell do they know? Look at where they are. So I don't ever mean that as a put down or anything like that, but you gotta look within yourself and find out what's important to you, and and just try to go from there. I don't really have a solution for distractions other than putting on a baseball cap and putting your eyes down and putting blinders on. Oh boy, driving's the worst. Have you seen on one of my other videos? distractions. But yeah, if you can just focus and get your mind set on that goal or task, and not let too many things get in the way, and just concentrate on that. I guess that's a solution. So, and hang around the people that, that think like you do. That's a big solution to it. People that agree, yeah, that's a good idea, go for it. Shoot. But there again, you got to be careful. These people that are telling you to go for it, hoping that you're going to fail, well, you find out how those people are pretty fast. So, yeah, I have them too. Tons of distractions. Yeah. So I try to, put my life into perspective that, you know, the end goal, if I finish this task or this little goal, I'm going to feel better about myself and stuff. Just like making this video here. Is everything just right? Is everything, things? Well, the wind's blowing outside at the lake here today, out at the bay. If you can see the bay at all. Yeah, I'm out at the bay. But, so I'm not going to be outside, but I'm going to post a video and, it's hopefully reach my goal, of posting ever so often and how often and stuff. So anyway, that's all I wanted to chat at you with today, and keep your mind on the prize. That's all we can do. Okay, take care, everybody.